He's James, half of him. I'm Brennan back here. Second cup of Sunrise Pod this Friday morning. What we have in here are so many different monitors where you can come in and, because we have so many different podcast shows now, and easily, if you're watching now on your TV, nice to know on the go on our website, rochesterfirst.com, click up at the top. Whether it's during our shows in the morning for sunrise or afternoon or the podcast stuff, anything that's live, just click up there, hit stream, and you can get it wherever you are.
Yeah, I was checking with my mother, telling her yesterday, she was asking, I was having trouble downloading it on the TV. I was like, you can actually get it from the app now, which was pretty cool. Just live videos right up there. It says you click right on it, and you gotta look for the Second Cup show because there's obviously all the other shows that are on there as well. So we're there.
We're the best one that's on from 9 to 9:30.
That's right.
Each morning. And so we've got all the different monitors where you just plug in whatever you want to watch. And so different ones around the screen. And I guess for 585, Adam's interviews, Geo stuff, moving stuff around with different guests. A lot going on here on this Friday morning.
A lot of great stuff.
We're always looking for random content to talk about here on the show.
Yes.
And something just came through, and we have not talked about this. I get a text from my wife this morning.
Okay.
And she goes, let's see. By the way, I almost got into an accident yesterday because there was a funeral procession, and I pulled over. I forgot people in New York State don't do that. So when I first moved up here, we were driving somewhere.
From the motorcade.
Yes, and there's a procession coming down, the lights on, 20, 30 cars, however it is, and you want to be respectful. Yeah. A lot of people will just kind of slow down or even just keep going here if you're in the opposite lane. Yeah. Say you're on a 2-lane road, Panorama Trail, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Yeah. Back home, I remember when I did this here, I pulled off to the side of the road, and Stephanie was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "It's a funeral going by." Yeah. And she said, "I've never seen that before." And I was like, "It's back home, even in Virginia, the Carolinas, everyone will pull over and stop
out of respect for the person." Out of respect,
yes, pull over and do it. And she was like, she hadn't experienced it. And whenever I've Googled it a couple of times. I looked it up again this morning, and people on Reddit, wherever it'll be, is this a Southern thing, Midwest thing? Yeah. You've never...
Interesting. Yeah, no,
never
that's
part
news
of it.
To me. Yeah, no, I never heard that. You just kind of, if anything, I'll try to take advantage of it and just like tailgate it and use it as a wave.
Whenever I was Googling that came up, there were some bills in the State House that got pitched before, and it was going back several years about fining people $100 for hopping in a procession line.
Wow. Yeah, because you can get through the red lights.
Because they get through the red lights. Yeah. Sometimes they'll have police do it, and if you're not part of it, you don't have your flashers on.
Interesting.
And I'm like, come on, people, like, what? Show respect for the dead, like all these mourners.
I have a church like right in my neighborhood, so there's funerals there pretty often, and so we see that the intersection, a cop will go in the middle of the intersection, stop all traffic, and then so that must be the rule: is if the cop is stopping traffic, obviously you have to respect that. Right. But if they're just humming along, you just keep going. Wow. I guess, yeah. I mean, that's interesting. I like your way, though. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, but it only works if everyone's doing it.
Everybody has to do it.
I.e. what happened with Stephanie yesterday. And I said, thanks for the content, honey. I needed something to start the show with today.
Gosh, we need people to stop for ambulances first and foremost. That's still an issue, I think.
Yes, it is. And they always had the move over law, and it was for things with lights. And then it was, not just emergency vehicles, tow trucks as well. And now it's any car that's just broken down on the side. And I believe the language in the law, you have to make your best effort to move over.
Be safe.
Don't cause another crash. If it's backed up, just slow down. But
yeah, that's a good point.
I think about it all the time. And I see people still fly right by a worker in a yellow vest who's walking around the side of his truck. Yeah. Where someone's down like on a knee changing a wheel. And it's just, slow down.
Slow down, and that's the thing. I think people are like, oh, well, what if there's a lot of traffic in the left lane? Okay, then slow down to 40 miles per hour rather than going 70. I get it, sure, and I've been in that situation. Someone's humming in the left lane, and you're like, I can't really get over. Like, that's fine. If it's not safe to get in the left lane, don't, but slow down, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And while we're on this topic, and a soapbox of lecturing about traffic rules and what you should do, whenever you're about to pull out into a road and turn right, please make sure you're looking right. This comes from a dad walker with strollers, an avid runner. A lot of times I'll be coming up intersections on my left. I'll see someone pull out and they're about to turn right. They look left, and that is it. And then it's just boom, and they hit the gas a little bit and see me, and they either go, and I don't ever flip them off or anything because I don't want them to come back and hunt me down. But it's like, just look right.
It's so
that
true.
Extra time.
I honestly find I'm guilty of that. I think before too, because you're just crouching and you just look left. Okay, no one's coming, and you go.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you got to look at that. And like, there was one time when I looked right, there was nobody, and then I looked left, and there was nobody, and then I went, and then all of a sudden, like, there were some bikers on the sidewalk that popped out of nowhere, and they like got mad at me, and I was like, okay, yes, I was probably wrong for not, but also bikers are supposed to be in the road, and also with traffic.
Yeah.
So if anything, they should have been on the other side into the road. So sure, I might have been wrong there, but on the same level, bikers go in the road, and this is coming from a bicyclist.
Let's all slow down. Speaking of, I will make sure that I'm going nice and slow to the Adirondacks.
Yes, that's
tonight.
Right. Going this weekend.
Last time, maybe going a little too fast. Nice little warning.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you told me. Yeah, you got nailed for a speeder.
Yeah. So it's we'll be sure that we're good. That's my big weekend plans. It's crazy. Yeah. I haven't packed a single thing. I'm going to run out of here. In between this and our show, I'm taking Julia, the 2-year-old, up with the in-laws for my father-in-law's birthday this weekend. We're going to stay at the family cabins, do a bunch of stuff, maybe Lake Placid, maybe the big nature center they have that we've featured before on Destination New York. And then Steph in Brooklyn after her birthday tomorrow with her friend who it's like her best friend from school.
Oh,
and she's like dead set on it. So they're going to go and come up, and then I told you I may leave by myself 5 a.m. Sunday morning, get back,
why not?
Have a Sunday alone, all the football, everything going on.
That sounds nice.
I am jealous of you, though, about missing out on the monster trucks.
Monster Jam. We're doing it on Saturday, 3 o'clock show. Yeah, we went last year. So Mason's 4.5. And we went 2 years ago when he was 2.5. And we did like the whole thing. We did the pit pass, which is like a few hours earlier. We went out to lunch. We skipped the nap. And Mason literally fell asleep during the show with the headphones on, obviously.
Wow.
He was sleeping because he was gassed. He was exhausted because it was like all day. But this time the pit pass is nice. It's cool. And I think it's great. You can literally meet the drivers and you can take pictures with them and like stand next to the cars, and you're right down, because this is at the Dome, JMA. So you're right down at the surface. Very cool. But he likes monster trucks, sure, but he's not like getting that much out of them. Like, you're the hardcore monster truck viewers. That's the people that like want to meet the guy that's driving Gravedigger or the girl that's driving Gravedigger, because they have a lot of girl drivers too. And we don't need that. So we'll go down probably lunchtime, do the show, maybe have dinner, come back, call it a day.
Is this the first time being in the Dome since it got revamped? So you went 2 years ago.
2 years ago. I think it was revamped at that time.
It's now all navy blue seats.
Yeah.
Okay. And the big screen and everything. That's cool.
Yes.
I haven't been in there. Well, I guess
beautiful.
Last year. Yeah, I have to think about the last time I went. But
that was the first time I had been, and that campus is so pretty. We walked through the campus to get there.
Now.
Yeah.
Like going tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Right. It'll be gorgeous. Might be raining, but it'll be nice.
All uphill. We'll talk about the weather coming in just a little bit. Crazy football.
Yes.
Last night.
Oh, yeah. Go Giants.
The Giants over the Phillies.
Phillies favored by over 7.5 points.
And because it is Thursday Night Football, Phillies now lost twice in 4 days.
What a
to
great
Broncos
line.
last Sunday.
Yeah.
Here's the headline, Yahoo Sports. Giants recover from the tush-push barrage to run over and upset the Eagles behind Cam Skattebo. His 3 rushing touchdowns. He's been awesome.
Guy is a beast.
He is. They win 34-17.
Yeah, you watch him play. Watch him play even when he's not touching the ball. He just runs.
He reports eligible here on a 1st and goal. Skattebo. He is.
Come on now.
In. Touchdown.
That was his 3rd touchdown.
Yeah. His celebration does all that.
Flip.
It's fun. He's awesome.
That touchdown that he had where he like really had to fight in there was impressive.
Yeah. He's just a small guy.
Just a dog.
Goes out. Yes.
Yeah.
Him and Jackson Dart, their new quarterback.
Yes.
It's a fun way.
It's a great combo.
To kick it off.
Wan'Dale Robinson had a really big catch.
Yeah.
And I think the Eagles are a great team, but I feel like they're getting kind of predictable.
They got to find out. Speaking of, so this, again, the NFL shared this, the whole sequence of Eagles tush pushing.
3.5 minutes.
4 straight times for a score.
We won't torture you with that 3.5 minutes.
No, just a little bit.
There they go.
First down. And
Big Dex.
That was you already know how
that ball gets
to an art form, even though it's hardly artistry.
There we go again.
That's what they've been looking at to figure out how the heck you stop it. Other teams have tried to mimic this, but nobody does this.
It's too much.
Look at this movement right there.
Yeah, it's illegal.
We'll see. I know it is. This can be the last year of it, right?
No, I don't think the tush push will ever die.
I think it will. They were 2 votes short of it
How do you stop
last
it?
time. Exactly. And they've said, and of course, do it yourself. Find a way to stop it.
Well,
and the Bills have tried.
My question is, how do you stop it from an NFL standpoint? Like they would run it and then throw a flag?
They would, how they would stop it currently is they would call these flags and at least give the defense, a 0.5% chance better of the other lineman not moving.
Oh, tush push, 5-yard penalty.
What they'll do is they'll go back and saying you can't you can't push a player from behind doing that to pull him forward. It used to be the rule, maybe it was 20 years ago, and then they did away with it, which allowed it. So it would just be a regular quarterback sneak. So Saquon wouldn't be able to put his hands on Jalen Hurts behind him.
Yeah, so they'd still run that play. They'd still run QB sneak in the A gap.
Still be probably pretty good at it with Jalen Hurts, but still.
Interesting.
That's tough. Think about it. It's the only game on Prime on Amazon, what they pay these billions for.
3.5
and the whole country watch that for minutes. Not just one play.
Well, shout out my wife. She's a Giants fan, so congratulations to her. We got a lot of Giants fans around Western New York.
We do?
And Central New York, really. She's from Syracuse. Syracuse, huge Giants country. So go Giants. Great to see. Man, they were before, lost to the Saints.
They did.
That was big.
So the Saints, Eagles, if they ever play?
You're saying
the Saints are that good? Yeah.
But I think it's a story of both the Giants doing well and the Eagles not doing well. Big loss to the Broncos last week. Short week. And go Giants.
We'll talk about the Bills in a second. So Phillies fans lost that. And then the Phillies game last night.
Oh, my gosh.
This was on the brink of elimination in their series in LA against the Dodgers. So it's 1-1, 2 outs. Bases are packed. They're loaded in the bottom of the 11th.
Oh, man.
The Dodgers, listen, Philly needs 1 out. The Dodgers just need anything to come their way. And look at what happened.
Pages breaks his bat. Kerkering got to find it. Throws to the plate. Oh, my goodness. He throws it away. And the Dodgers have won.
Oh, gosh, the face of disappointment.
The Dodgers win.
He went home.
And they are moving on to the NLCS.
I'm not a big baseball person, but I do honestly love this exciting.
And a most improbable finish.
All he had to do in a normal situation.
Pandemonium at Dodger Stadium.
Would have been out. They would have had no chance. That's it.
Yeah, and a lot of people point out, and of course it's easy to say, you're not in the moment, not feeling the pressure. But if you watch, so it comes back, the catcher points to first.
Oh,
and he's like, you got the force out. It'll be there. He picks it up and thinks, here's real quick. We're just going to go home.
It's right there.
And right above him.
Oh, man.
And that's how, that's how they get knocked out of the playoffs. That's it.
Throw to first, man. Just throw to first. It's what you do every day.
I know.
It's because the pitcher's thinking throw to first because that's so much more natural for the guy. He does it all the time. It'll be more normal. The pitcher is thinking, oh, it'll be easier for me to throw home.
Yeah, or it's just a brain fart, forget there are 2 outs or whatever it may be, the pressure of the moment, and you just feel for him. And it's like, please don't check his DMs or anything, these fans, because it's brutal. It's throughout history, whatever sport it may be.
Yeah, it's only gotten worse.
A boss of social media hasn't helped. And I saw an interview with him in the locker room after, and he just tears in his eyes almost, just owning it. And he's like, realize it. His manager came up, gave him a hug, his team immediately in the dugout came right behind him.
They support him. He's got a lot
one
of
those
support.
things.
He helped get them to the playoffs.
The other thing you could say is put up more than 1 run in 11 innings, and you wouldn't be in this position.
Yes. I think that's so true, and you can never point to one play. I mean, you can, but you can't.
Right.
It's like in the NFL. Oh, that one penalty with 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's what threw the game. Like, really?
Unless it's Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll and a pass instead of a run in a Super Bowl, and then gets picked off against the Patriots. Maybe that.
Look at your
Maybe
running
that.
back.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Speaking of football, so the Bills, it's not going to be turf at the new stadium.
How about
Got
this?
the real grass, and it's coming in now. The growing season,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
They
sure.
can grow it anytime, putting
It's
it
warm.
in there.
Yeah, it's warmer. Yeah.
Yes, so here's the overhead view. Got a new tour inside this week. It is Kentucky bluegrass that is grown at Tuckahoe Farms in New Jersey. This company that grows this sod specifically for stadiums, different sports complexes everywhere. So they started growing these blades more than a year ago. Chop it up, put it on trucks wherever, drive it up the thruway, get it here.
Yeah.
And they're starting to lay it down. And it's got, they spend almost $2 billion on this. All the irrigation, the drainage, and the heating as well. Here's what the head of the developers said yesterday.
It's absolutely at the cutting edge. There's certainly some fields that can be pulled out of the stadium, right? Rolled out and rolled back in. That's obviously not the case here. This is a permanent grass field. But as far as the rest of the elements, it is really at the cutting edge of what a natural grass field is, both at the NFL level as well as even at the sort of European soccer level as well.
Grass expert, man.
They know what they're doing. I think about it whenever we drive going to Buffalo. There's a grass farm in Batavia off on the right, a bunch of soccer fields where they have it all.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's good business.
Yeah.
People do this for the Super Bowl where they bring in that one field,
Right.
get a bid for it.
Yeah. So hopefully not injury prone. They usually say it's like the turf that can lead to like the twisted ankles and
It's
bad
what
knees
they've been
and stuff,
saying,
right?
or an ACL or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's, it's basically ground up tires they put in there.
Right.
If you ever go to a playground that has these
Yeah.
two, or any high school
Most
field.
high schools are turf, I feel
yeah,
like.
they have it. And
They're
that's
just easier to regulate.
cost efficient too for them.
I
they put in
remember-
$1 million once and no maintenance.
Played one like junior varsity game, Webster versus Brighton, and it was the muddiest game I've ever played in my life because there was a real heavy rain, and the field got so muddy that you couldn't even see the lines on the field anymore because you could barely tell the jerseys. We were all just soaked in mud, and we're like 13-year-old kids just diving through the mud and just absolutely loving it. And the referees were obviously like kind of tiptoeing through the mud because it was just so bad that they wouldn't throw the flag. They would take their yellow flag out and wave it in the air because they didn't want the flag to get covered in mud.
Imagine they
it
start
was
doing
the
that, like
greatest game.
pass interference way down the field. The guy's just like, fair catching,
guys,
just waving
there's
it.
a flag.
Got that?
Oh, so fun.
Oh, man. That's fun. Tonight, big night, got the Amherst opening their 70th anniversary season. Big block party gets going downtown outside of Blue Cross Arena. Drink specials, things for the kids, music, everything. That's around 4 o'clock. And then the game just after 7 at home in Toronto. And then I believe they turn around and go to Toronto tomorrow. That'll be fun tonight. You said it would be hoodie and jean weather?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
perfect weather for tonight. Sunshine, few clouds coming in. And Blue Cross Arena is going to be hopping. I'm sure this is probably one of their bigger games, right? First of the season. It's not too bad out.
Right.
Weather's never going to be an issue, so good for them.
They do this
Getting ready
with all
to
the
go.
promotions a couple times throughout the year, and it's fun to go there, be there in person.
Right.
Cooler inside than it will be outside
probably.
with all the ice.
Right.
And
check it out.
By the way, Sabres got blanked last night, 4-0 to the Rangers.
They got to get some love from the Amherst. Amherst has to send some of these good players
I know
up.
that's what happened. The Amherst had some nice playoff runs past couple of years. Right. We got more coming your way on the pod this Friday, getting you to the weekend. Second Cup of Sunrise. Back here on the pod, second cup of Sunrise with James. I'm Brendan here this Friday morning, ready for the weekend. As I will be staying in a cabin.
Yeah.
It's a roof and got a bed. And some lights.
A lot of spiders in there?
We usually try to clean it out each time we're up there.
Yeah.
But it's rustic. No heat, no AC. I did get a text as we were packing and, mid-show right here of Stephanie saying, do we have a space heater anywhere? Anything like that? I'm like, I'm pretty sure there are 2 in the cabin.
Okay. That's
and
good.
she goes, well, we could go to the store and get one. Or what do you want me to do? And I was like, text your aunt and uncle first. Find out.
Right.
Because it's very cold. Instead, her uncle said, already pop one on to get it warm.
Oh, nice.
I said, except for if there's nothing in there, then we can't stay because it'll be very cold.
Yeah, you can't
in the
have
Adirondacks.
40s in there.
Cool here.
Yeah.
Is your heat on?
My heat clicked on this morning. Yeah, I clicked on. So I have it set where there's like the limits, the top and the low limits. And we just got a whole new HVAC unit a few years ago. So it's very good. You know, we never have any issues with it as of right now, knock on wood. So I have it set for like 65, I think it is.
It's a good number.
For a low. Yeah, 65. So so I checked at like 5 a.m. this morning, right? And the heat was on, and it was like 65, 66. And I can see the temperature of my kids' rooms, and it was like 67, 68. I'm like, okay, it's fine. I turned it off, right, at like 5 a.m. And then, so I'm assuming it's going to get into the upper 60s this afternoon. The sun will heat the house up. It'll be no problem. Text from my wife, 7:45. Quote, it's pretty chilly in here, by the way. BTW.
It's not an observation. That's saying that's what we gotta turn this on a little bit.
And then I said, okay, I turned the heat back on, and I checked, and it was 64.
Sure. Find a blanket.
It was 64, and she said it's pretty chilly. I'm like, okay, I get the hint. She did not say please turn the heat on. She didn't say it's too cold. I need heat. She said it's pretty chilly, by the way. I'm like, okay, I get the hint.
We play it pretty cold, as we've talked about here. So yesterday we got to about 63 in the house. Nothing was on.
Yeah.
And I was walking around, and I said, I can just feel it a little bit. Just a little cut
bite.
right there on a little bite on the fingers. So I go over and I go 65, and I said it.
Yeah.
And I could feel it cut on, and I said, all right, I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Well,
just those extra couple degrees.
And I'm not doing it like to be super cheap for the money or anything, because we like it cool, but I was like, man, this...
Does Stephanie ever call you out for it?
No, she's fine with it.
That's good.
Or every once in a while, maybe, hey, downstairs it's a little cold.
Yeah.
So we'll cut it on. But 65, no. I may, being out of town, just cut it off for the weekend, let the cat figure its way out.
Yeah.
She'll
just
be okay.
Find a cozy, warm spot. Yeah. That's a good point. No, Lauren definitely lets me know when
turn it back off after like half an hour.
Uncomfortable. No, it should click off. Yeah. I think. And my house is in the sun, so I think it'll cook right up this afternoon.
Yeah,
should be all right. Problem. Yeah.
What do you have for the weather, by the way?
Yeah, I think we should talk about this because this is big news, and it's such a the thing is it's a big change from what we were thinking. Like Monday, Tuesday, it was looking. We're fine for the weekend. There's just a couple of storms around, but we're not going to see any drops at all. Wednesday, there were hints that this was going to change. Yesterday, I pulled the trigger. I'm like, guys, I think it's going to rain this weekend. And then today, and this is why you have to follow the forecast every day because these things change. And here we are. I think off and on showers on Saturday. Might not be a lot, but throughout the entire day, I think we see some sort of rain showers. Sunday is more in the morning, and then with afternoon clearing. For you in the Adirondacks, I think you're probably good on Saturday.
Okay.
Because the system's coming in from the west, so it's more like Buffalo, Batavia, Rochester.
Take a bit.
Maybe get into Syracuse, but I don't think it'll go as far north and east as the Adirondacks. But the nor'easter potential, that might mess things up going Sunday night and then Monday as well. So it's an interesting forecast.
Holiday weekend, kids didn't have school today. It was everyone schedules their superintendent's conference day where it's just some staff and the higher ups and the kids being off.
Right.
I'm trying to think the last rain on a weekend.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Probably the spring, really. Like a weekend, a washout weekend like this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be a washout. I think Sunday afternoon you'll have actually some dry time in there. But if you're trying to move leaves, this is not going to be the weekend for it. Wait till next week.
I know, and the other thing is it's been windy throughout the week.
Yeah,
so it's been tough to...
It's been hard to do it.
I've seen some neighbors out there doing it. A little tough. That is for us. We'll see you back for one more show on the TV. News 8 at noon, back on the pod Monday morning. Stay warm and dry.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand. Plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.